There are times doing these video reports, I've got to be honest with you guys, it's like the choice between two evils. Right now, I'm not sure which is worse. The fact that on a personal front, I've been working the last 6 hours doing the sites, handicapping games, writing my analysis with a migraine, which feels like Keith Moon and John Bonham have come back from the dead and they're playing dueling drum solos on both sides of my head. I mean, I'm well past my daily dose allotment of 100 milligram Imitrex. I mean, we're going to the Percocets now because I'm desperate to get any type of relief. Since I'm only going to get like 3 hours of sleep, I got to be back up here anyway to put up the rest of the daily discount coupons for you as the other handicappers who are sound asleep here right now at the moment as I do this video at 3 a.m. are enjoying their nighty-night sleep, and I'm waiting to see what the hell they have so I can give you some more discounts by 10 a.m. Eastern time. Now, that, of course, is a personal dilemma. And when you add on to the fact that I happened to lose last night a big play on Texas A&M, well, let's just say I'm not a happy person this morning. Now, from a corporate standpoint, I think it's actually worse that I've got to tell you that only, by the best of my knowledge yesterday, only 2 handicappers had a winning day on Saturday. And you're saying, well, this is not the way I guess you guys make money. You're absolutely right about that. But I've told you 100 times over, guys, over the past decade, I believe in total transparency. There can be nothing here between me and you. That's the bottom line, because you've got to believe when you come here at the sites that everything you see is 100% legit. And as I've often told you, 80 to 85% of the customers here at the site are wrapped up in the long-term packages. Do you think we ever would falsify a record? I mean, how many of those 80 to 85% would just disappear in a single day if you ever lied about a record? I don't deal with people that lie. If you want to be lied to, if you want to be conned, if you want to be scammed, if you want to be ripped off, I suggest you call one of those 800 numbers with those guys with those thick New York accents telling you that something's absolutely free. And then look up in the sky twice to confirm that the sky is actually blue, because it's the same principle. Total transparency here at the site. And the fact is that only 2 guys, Steve Buden's Cali Cartel and Shawn Michaels, picked up wins, as I said, to the best of my knowledge yesterday. Because, again, if I can tell you the good, then you've got to be good enough to stick around so I can tell you the bad, okay? Because I think it's only fair. And that's the only way to run the site. And that's why I think one of the reasons that we are the biggest in this entire industry. I mean, the next 5 to 10 sites that do the same type of thing that we do here, you can put their combined sales together, and they don't equal half of what we do. That's the reality of the fact. So let's talk about what happened yesterday, because I'm going to come right back. And with the 2 guys that won yesterday and who happened to be A, the winningest handicapper here in the past couple of weeks, and B, the winningest handicapper here in football over the past 5 years, I'm going to give you their plays again at huge discounts. First, let's talk about Steve Buden's number 1 football crew, the Cali Cartel. They are going for football winner number 11 out of 12 this season. 11 out of 12 this season. It's their 100-dime NFL winner number 5 in a row. Number 1 was Kansas City's blowout as a home dog against New England a couple of Mondays ago. A play that you got for $49, saving $60 off the regular price. Number 2 was last Sunday's winner with Denver walloping Arizona. You got it for $34, saving $75 off the regular price. Number 3 was Monday's 100-dimer on Seattle with the late field goal, getting the cover at Washington. Again, you got it for $44, saving $65 off the regular price. Then they hit number 4 on Thursday, 100-dimer on Indianapolis, holding on for dear life against Houston. Again, you got it for $49, saving $60 off the regular price. Well, today, guys, 100-dime NFL winner number 5 in a row. It's Green Bay and Miami football winner number 11 out of 12 this season. It's the early bankroll builder. Huge discounted price. It goes at 1 o'clock Eastern time. You save $60 by using coupon code SUNDAY. Yeah, the word Sunday, S-U-N-D-A-Y. And FYI, it is twice as strong as the Cali Cartel's 6th consecutive 50-dime winner yesterday with Marshall, a 24-point favorite, beating Middle Tennessee State by 25 points. Whew. And you got that one for $39, a savings of $70 off the regular price. Now, have you noticed a trend here? I'm giving you the hottest handicapping group here at the sites, okay? And what is that? I'm just like checking here. So last Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Each of the last 4 big plays and all of the 100 dime NFL max wager releases, you've gotten a huge discounted prices because, again, guys, I don't believe that you have to spend big money to make big money. And anybody that tells you differently, I don't know what the hell you'd be listening to them for in the first place. So let's talk about Shawn Michaels. Now, Shawn Michaels is the winningest football handicapper at this site, period. Over the past 5 years, $10 bettors in football, this is college and pro combined, have won $30,805. Today, winning day number 114 out of 188. His 100 dime max wager teaser of the year. It's available until 1 o'clock Eastern time. He is 39-18 with teasers in all sports combined over the past 4 seasons. And this is another 100 dime NFL max wager release, 48-22-3 with those 100 dime NFL max wager releases over the past 4 seasons combined. And it goes without saying that in all sports, when you're going for winning day number 114 out of 188, over the past 17 months, $10 bettors in all sports have made a little over $24,000. You save $60 simply by using coupon code Shawn, his first name, S-E-A-N. Now listen, I think it's real interesting. You should go to his webpage, whether you buy this play or not. I think the way he explains about teasers is one of the best explanations you can possibly find in this business. Listen, Shawn, myself, Craig Davis, who has a big teaser, 100 dime winner, I think is 4th in a row in the NFL. He has a teaser. They're not on the same teaser, by the way. He has a big teaser play going today in the NFL. Scott Delaney, Shawn, who was another guy that likes teasers here and has a lot of them? Chris Jordan. These are the guys, including myself, that have a lot of teasers. And here, I'll save you the trip over to Shawn's site, okay? This is what I like. Teasers, unlike parlays, are not sucker bets. I've spent my life here in Vegas, and I have to laugh when I see guys play ridiculous multiple team teasers. Sure, you're getting a boatload of points, but the odds are incrementally stacked against you. That's the price you pay for getting all those points. You might as well go plop your money into a slot machine instead. The odds are just that bad. And I agree wholeheartedly. You know, I think a lot of guys look at teasers and they don't realize that teasers, when you find the right combinations of teams and you use either a 6 or 7 point teaser, what is the point in doing a teaser? Because you're shifting the odds in your favor. Now, again, like Shawn said, to amplify on that point, some guys get into these exotic teasers, these 14 teasers, and all these other things. Oh, sure, you're getting a boatload of points, but again, it increases the odds against you of winning because you got to win so many more components, parts of that teaser. So anyway, that's the big teaser play from Shawn Michaels going today. 777 triple play. Jeff Benton, 59 winner, number 20 out of 33 as AFC North lock of the year. His total on the Steelers-Browns game, you get it for $7.77. And hell, you've gotten 26 discounted winners from Jeff over the past 10 weeks. That coupon code is 777, TRIPLE, and the number 7. I don't know what the other discount coupons are going to be today. Check out the website on the homepage. You'll see it. Now, I talked about the guys that won. Let's talk about the guys that lost. Let's start with me. Blew it last night. 3rd ever 20-dime play of my career in college football, Texas A&M. Do you know I have lost just 2 days, 2 Saturdays this entire season? 2 Saturdays? And both plays have been involved with Texas A&M. Kevin Sumlin, you owe me. Kenny Hill, you owe me. Al DeMarco, you got to be a moron for going with the Aggies. Never again. No, I'm not one of those guys. I've told you before. I'm joking when I say that. I'm not one of those guys who says, oh, so-and-so screwed me. I'm never going to bet on them again. Oh, my God. So many handicappers I've heard say that over the years. Really? I mean, are you going to really take it as a personal offense? Listen, if I see a situation involving Texas A&M down the road, and I think it's a winnable bet, hey, I'm either on them or against them again. That's just the way it is. So that was a dumb play. That's the bottom line. But it's really interesting. Listen, guys, you know, in college football, the past 2 Saturdays, and you know what an incredible run I've been on in the past 7 weeks, and you know what an incredible run I've been on with my free picks as well. But in college football, the past 2 Saturdays, I've gone 1-1 with my best bets, hitting a 15-dime play, losing a 20-dime play. And with the free picks, I've gone 0-9. And again, I'm hitting it near 70% with those free picks over the past couple of months, which tells me something and tells you something. College football has been weird and really hard to win money in the past couple of weeks. That's the bottom line. It has nothing more to do than that. I mean, so many blowouts, so many underdogs cashing, so many teams coughing up big leads, so many teams overcoming double-digit deficits. I mean, what a crazy couple of weeks. But it's an anomaly. And you have to expect it because everything is cyclical when it comes to gambling, when it comes to betting, and it's always been that way. And you just have to have the wherewithal to simply maintain and realize that it will not continue forever. So the way I look at it in college football, okay, I'm sorry I went 0-9 with the free picks the past 2 Saturdays, but you know what? I went 1-1 with the best bets, and I hit a 15 and I lost a 20. I can live with that, okay? Because it could have been worse. That's the bottom line. Okay, other guys that sucked yesterday. Listen, I'm just being honest. Gabriel DuPont, who had been on a very nice run, hit the 40-dimer with Stanford on Friday night, hit a 100-dimer with the Colts on Thursday night. He lost his 100-dime SEC game of the year. I thought it was a good play. I mean, I looked at the game. He had Missouri. Well, Missouri no-showed against Indiana earlier this year, and they certainly no-showed against Georgia minus Todd Gurley yesterday. Anthony Redd, 69 football winner, number 3 out of 4, loser with UCLA. Trace Adams, who was going for the 4th ever 2,500-star college football release of his career, that was a loser he had on Clemson yesterday. So, there you go. That's the who's hot and definitely who's not. Let's talk about a couple of free plays for you here. First game I want to take a look at is going to be the game between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Now, listen, the Browns this season, their 4 games have been decided by a total of 11 points. 2 of them, they've had to overcome massive deficits. One of them, the first one of the season, happened to be against the Pittsburgh Steelers because in the season opener in Pittsburgh at Heinz Field, Steelers jump out to a 27-3 lead, and boom, then the Browns go no huddle in the second half, and the Steelers just weren't equipped to stop them. They come back, they tie the game. The Steelers are fortunate to win that game 30-27 thanks to a last-second field goal. Well, last week, the Browns recovered from a 25-point hole to win at Tennessee. Biggest comeback on the road in NFL history. And who engineered it? Brian Hoyer. Who would have thunk that, right? So the good news is the Browns overcame a 25-point deficit and won at Tennessee. The bad news is, how do you find yourself down 28-3 at Tennessee in the first place, for Christ's sake? Seriously. But the Steelers aren't any good either. That's what I also wanted to tell you. Listen, this Steelers defense, this is not the steel curtain defense of when we were youngsters. This Steelers defense has been lousy for the past couple of years. They're injury-riddled at linebacker. Their secondary is banged up and not that efficient. Their pass rush is just so-so. The dog pound, do you not think it's going to be in a frenzy today, especially considering the way the Pittsburgh has dominated the series since Cleveland was re-awarded a franchise by the NFL a decade or so ago? Just the second time the Steelers have been a dog in this series. And you notice how the line has dropped from earlier in the week from 2.5 Cleveland down to 1. Sometimes even, some places even pick them in this particular situation. Both teams should be able to run on each other. The key is whether or not the Steelers are going to be able to deliver here. Listen, the Steelers no-showed at Baltimore. Remember in that Thursday night game earlier this season? The Steelers lost at home. Lost at home to Tennessee. No. Oh, Jesus. Guys, I'm sorry. I cannot. Was it 10? Let me just look this up because I cannot do the rest of this report with getting the right thing. I was going to say that they barely got by Jacksonville as well. But let me just double check for you. And you're out there going, ow, it's not Tennessee. You're right. It was Tampa Bay. They blow that game and they lose 27-24 to Tampa Bay. They barely get by at Jacksonville last week, 17-9. How they beat Carolina on the road, damned if I know. But I like the Cleveland Browns in this contest. I just think that it's going to be a high-scoring game, an entertaining game, and I think Cleveland is going to be able to ride the momentum and pull off the win because, again, the Steelers are ill-equipped to deal with that no-huddle, up-tempo attack, and this Mike Tomlin defense isn't that good. That's the bottom line. Your next free pick. I'm looking at the game between Denver and the New York Jets, and I'll be honest with you, this is really a hunch here, okay? This is a must-win game for the Jets. Isn't every game a must-win if you're looking at a 1-5 start? I mean, Geno Smith, awful. Michael Vick, who knows? But Rex Ryan's team can play defense. And the Broncos really can just throw the ball. Now, of course, when you got Peyton Manning throwing the ball, that's not a bad thing. But listen, Monte Ball is out for a month now. Got hurt again last week with a groin injury in that blowout win against Arizona. So you got Ronnie Hillman, a guy who occasionally looks very good, but he's a small little back who fumbles a lot, who is going to get most of the ball-carrying duties. You're not going to be able to run the ball on the Jets. Their front is good. Jets have a weak secondary, but they also have a strong pass rush. Denver, early this week, 7.5, 8. Now, 9 to 10 points. I just think that's too many. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think this is going to be something along the lines of 24-17 in this particular contest. And I'm still not sold that the Broncos defense, even though it's totally revamped, is that good. So again, I'm going to go with the Jets. I admit it's a hunch, but I just think the Jets plus the points is the way to go in this contest. Your final free pick, I like Miami to win outright against Green Bay. I really do. Listen, 3 straight division games for the Packers. First one, they no-showed at Detroit. The next 2, okay, they beat up a couple of cripples. But if there was ever a spot for them to fall, I think it's here. And the game that impresses me or made the biggest impression on me this year in terms of the Packers is their second game of the season at home against the Jets at Lambeau Field. I mean, they made Geno Smith look like the second coming of Bart Starr, and Johnny Unitas put in one with a little dash of Joe Namath as well. And that first half, that defense couldn't do a damn thing to stop the Jets. And we've seen the Jets do nothing else against anybody else this season. Sure, Packers rallied and they got the win, but now they're going to go on the road. Remember Miami, season opener, how they just harassed Tom Brady and came back for the win? You got a Packers team where they haven't played any defense the past couple of years. Dom Capers, listen, this guy has sowed his oats. He is one of the best defensive coordinators in the business. But this Packers defense, and you know it as well as I do, has not been good for a past couple of years. And the Packers, I think, with Carolina and New Orleans next, if ever there was a letdown spot, this is it. Listen, you have a Miami team that going into their game at Wembley Stadium in London 2 Sundays ago against the Raiders, everybody knew they'd win that game, but there was some dissension. There was some talk about whether or not Ryan Tannehill had been fully endorsed by the coach, Joe Philbin, as the team's starting quarterback. And what happens? Tannehill, granted, against the Raiders, goes out and has one of the best games of his career in that particular contest. 278 yards, 74% completions, a couple of touchdown passes. The thing with Miami is they're getting healthy. Mike Pouncey, the Pro Bowl center, returned to practice this week. They're probably going to start him at right guard, so they have their best 5 offensive linemen, even though a couple of them are playing out of position, starting as a unit. No Sean Marino. Remember the monster game he had against the Patriots in the season opener? Then he dislocated his elbow. He's going to be back today. But in the interim, Lamar Miller has averaged 5.7 yards per carry. You can run on this Green Bay defense. This Green Bay defense is absolutely awful. That's the bottom line. Statistically, it's a bad defense. And I think that this is a particular situation. I think the Dolphins are going to be able to run the ball effectively. The longer you keep Brett Favre, I was going to say, Aaron Rodgers off the field, especially considering he has 11 touchdown passes and no interceptions in his last 4 games, that is the better. You got a Miami team that is rested because they can the bye after playing in London. Packers have beaten the Bears. They've beaten the Vikings in the rain at home with Teddy Bridgewater watching, with Christian Ponder doing a lousy job. Are you that impressed? They beat the Jets after falling down by double digits playing at home. So I like Miami to win this game outright as the 3-point dog. And this one, listen, if your line is 2.5, I would absolutely buy up to 3. If your line is 3, I'd buy up to 3.5 in this particular case on the Dolphins. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns in revenge. And the hunch play of all hunch plays maybe this season, the New York Jets. Last weekend, I went 3-0-1 with the complimentary plays. Let's see if I can do it again and rebound from that Saturday debacle. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Monday.